sit down, everyone. I now declare the congregation open. And please, give a big hand to the musicians. Hello and welcome to this glorious day of celebration. As Chancellor of the University of Exeter, I am honored and privileged to be sharing this joyful celebration with you graduates, with your family and your friends. This is a very special day. It's a symbolic day because the symbolism you see before you, the gowns, the mace, the coat of arms, are here to give you unforgettable memories, to take with you long into the future, to remind you of our great top 10 university that keeps on receiving more and more accolades. And as we continue to grow in international status, so too will the value of your degree, because we are determined to continue being a beacon of excellence. And with that determination and dedication to duty from our intrepid Vice-Chancellor, Sir Steve Smith, and his team, and the professors and the lecturers, I am convinced that will happen and make you proud of your university. So please, join me in congratulating them and all the students on their achievements throughout the year. Graduates, you too can sit back with pride and satisfaction, because just think what you've achieved so far. You've faced all the challenges and you've come through. So I want you to use that as the foundation to build your confidence. This is just the beginning. But remember, you do have responsibilities, not just to yourself and to your family and to your friends, but to society, to your communities, to the environment, to the world. Because the choices you make will have an impact, for good or bad. So please, please, choose well. And I'm sure on your journey so far, your family and your friends have been a great source of love and support and comfort to you, and have made many, many sacrifices to get you where you are today. And perhaps you haven't always shown them just how much you appreciate everything they've done for you, especially in moments of stress. And now is the time to publicly show them all the gratitude they so richly deserve. Let's hear it for family and for friends. As I said, today is a joyful day of celebration. Graduates, you are about to go out and touch the world with the knowledge you've gained at our great university. But I want you to use that gift wisely, that gift of education. As my beloved mother always used to say, every day before we went to school, she'd say, education is your passport to life. Yes, my mom was a very wise, beautiful woman. But you know, education should also be used to change the lives of others and to leave our wounded, materialistic, commercially led world a better place than you have found it. So please, please, promise me, you'll act with morality, corporate morality, with integrity, with honesty, and be someone people can put their trust in. That's so important in today's society. Because who can you trust? I want it to be you. So I'm going to give you a gift you could take on your journey, a gift that I've been passing on for the last 30 years or more, and I want you to pass it on too, by the way you behave, the way you conduct your life. It's a gift of what I call the philosophy of my 3 C's. The first C is C for consideration, to have respect and empathy for other people, no matter what their race, their culture, or their social background. Put yourself in the place of others. Don't be judgmental. And remember, the more privileged you are, the more consideration you need to show, and you must show. The second C is C for contentment, to have a happy, contented heart. Not to be jealous and to be envious of what other people have, wishing it was you who got that promotion, doing anything to get where you want to go, stamping on other people to get there. No, please, please, just be satisfied with whatever you're given at that given time. Because the more contented you are, the more open and ready you are to receive what's right for you. And I'm telling you now, that is a really, really difficult C to practice. And the third C is C for confidence. The confidence to have high self-worth, high self-esteem, the confidence to be able to look in the mirror every day of your life and to like that person looking back at you. The confidence to be able to give and to love unconditionally. Because the more you give and love unconditionally, the more comes back to you in abundance when you least expect it. And if you can practice those 3 C's every day of your life, you'll have such a joyful, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful feeling in your heart. But you're going to need a 4th C to wrap up those 3 C's. And that's C for courage. To have the moral courage to stand up for truth, the moral courage to stand up for fairness and justice, the moral courage to think outside the box, the moral courage to press the reset button and to do things differently, the ethical way. I have every faith in you graduates that you will do the right thing, because you will be Exeter graduates, decent human beings. And I so look forward to you coming up here on this stage. My heart will be overjoyed with happiness and love for you. And I want you to smile, because winners smile. And you're all winners, our future leaders. And I salute you. Many, many, many congratulations. Well done, all of you. And now I call upon our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Sir Steve Smith, to address the congregation.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and a warm welcome to Truro Cathedral. It's a pleasure to be here with you all today on this very happy occasion. And I'd like very much to thank the Dean for hosting us in this wonderful setting. For those of you graduating today, I hope you're going to have and are having a fantastic time. This is one of those days in your life that you'll never forget. It really is the culmination of all your hard work. So please do savor the moment and really enjoy the celebrations. I know I speak for all of our staff when I say how incredibly proud we are of your achievements. It means a lot to us to see you develop during your time here and then graduate, ready to take on the challenges in the next phase of your lives. Exeter University graduates go on to do amazing things, and so will you. There is a sense in which, of course, for most of you, today is a goodbye to the university. However, being an Exeter graduate means you are part of our university for life. And, just like your parents, we don't mind if you don't ring every week, but we will certainly do everything we can to keep in touch with you, and we hope you will continue to engage with us throughout your exciting journey in life. The University of Exeter has over 125,000 alumni, and we're in regular touch with over 86,000 of them across the world. Many of them give their time, their resources, and their expertise to help current students and new alumni. They meet up with each other and come back to visit our campuses for events and reunions. That network is there to help you as you begin and then progress in your different careers. The University of Exeter has had another great year. We've been recognised as one of the top 150 universities in the world, and remember there are 44,000 universities in the world. So we're in the top 150 in the world, and we remain firmly established in the top 10 of UK universities, rising this year 2 places in the Sunday Times University League table to reach 8th. With regards to support for business, we've been singled out as providing an outstanding service. We're part of a collaborative enterprise with the universities of Bath, Bristol, Southampton and Surrey. It's called Set Squared. Well, 2 weeks ago, Set Squared was ranked as the top university business incubator in Europe and second best in the world. In terms of admission to the university, applications for 2014 are up enormously. In fact, over the last 2 years, the applications to Exeter have risen by 53%, which is 12 times the national average rise. For 2014 entry, we have just over 54,000 applications. Indeed, the most amazing statistic is this. Over half of all the students in the UK predicted to get 3 A's or better at A-level, over half of those have applied to the University of Exeter for 2014. Our campuses in Cornwall account for 10% of our students, 12% of our academic staff, but they courageously go on to win 20% of all the research funding that we obtain. And of course, next year, we'll be celebrating 10 years of the university at Penryn. The economic impact of our campuses, in partnership with our close friends at Falmouth University, the economic impact has totaled £491 million over the last 10 years. This has helped to create a vibrant future for our local community, and it's testament to what can be done when we work together. The Environment and Sustainability Institute has also already completed its target of 450 business assists to companies in Cornwall, well ahead of schedule. And of course, as the campuses here continue to grow and flourish, this impact will increase. In 2015, the Business School will open its new, exciting business degree course, which will provide students with a rigorous grounding in all aspects of business management. This innovative program will incorporate many of Cornwall's most famous attributes, with sustainability and social enterprise running throughout the curriculum. We're currently investing £5.5 million in our new Science and Engineering Research Support Facility. It will provide a permanent base for the Business School, as well as additional space for our Marine Renewables team and the Centre for Ecology and Conservation. Also, the £1.2 million Heart project at Penryn is due to begin shortly, bringing a new reception and permanent shop to the centre of campus. And we've just allocated £2 million of our funds to go for a new sports centre. The Environmental and Sustainability Institute, which I mentioned earlier, is now fully operational. It scooped Eco Building of the Year in the Mitchell Moores Western Morning News Property Awards, but more importantly, I think, is one of only 10 buildings in the UK that has achieved the very highest standard of environmental accreditation through BREEAM. In all that we do, we try and put our students first. We've never been outside of the top 10 in the National Student Survey as a result. And I'm pleased to say our students in Cornwall, according to the National Student Survey, are the second happiest in the country and the most satisfied in the country. We have a very strong relationship with FXU, and we involve them in all our planning, and that helps us shape the future of our university together. This year, their work has been recognised nationally, and just 2 weeks ago, they scooped Best Students' Union and Institutional Partnership with the Exeter Guild, a prize given by the Higher Education Academy and the National Union of Students. We're really proud of the work that our students do in helping disadvantaged people and also in, of course, raising funds for charity. Here in Cornwall, some great examples include the publication of a new children's book, Did You Know There Are Dragons in Cornwall?, published by Penryn Press, which is a brand new publishing house created by our students, and a team of our students studying for a renewable energy engineering degree competed along with fellow Falmouth University students in the Shell Eco Marathon competition held in Rotterdam, Holland. The hydrogen fuel cell car was chosen to represent Britain in the competition's opening ceremony. So as you can see, our students do great things, and it's a huge part of what the University of Exeter is all about. Similarly, our academic colleges have achieved great things. In the College of Life and Environmental Sciences, all the subjects are ranked very highly in the UK league tables, and Life Sciences has been ranked in the top 100 globally for the quality of its teaching and research by the Times Higher Education World University Rankings. In the QS World Rankings, geography is ranked 21st globally. So I think you can see that the global reputation of our life and environmental sciences and geography generally reflect the way in which our academics in these disciplines engage with and are committed to pursuing world-class research and teaching that has a positive impact and tackles the challenges of the 21st century. And our new medical school welcomed its first trainee doctors onto medicine degrees this year, from which some students will be undertaking clinical placements here in Truro. We're also investing very heavily in our groundbreaking medical research into some of the greatest global health problems of our time, including dementia and human health and the environment. So, in conclusion, can I thank each of you graduating today for your contribution to the life of the university and this county. And thank you to all of your friends and family who've travelled here to be with you today. Their support today and throughout your years of studies is much appreciated, I'm sure, by each and every one of you. So thank you for listening. We are very proud of our students, and it is all of our combined efforts that continue to make the University of Exeter one of the best universities in the world. Enjoy the rest of your day. All the best of luck for your future. And please stay in touch. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Steve. I now call upon Professor Stuart Bearhop of the College of Life and Environmental Sciences to present the first cohort of candidates for awards.
Chancellor, by authority of the Senate, I present you the following who have been deemed worthy to receive degrees of the University. In the College of Life and Environmental Sciences, and for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Biological Sciences, Dominic Lawrence Cram. Caroline Maud Christine Musi. Thomas Brian Stringill. Alan Frederick Rees. For the degree of Master of Science by Research in Biosciences, Hannah Jane Williams. For the degree of Master of Science in Applied Ecology, John Peter Duncan Abernethy. Fraser Jared Bell. Federica Retano. Ben Toulson. In Conservation and Biodiversity, Hannah Laura Cole. Christine Mary Davidson. Jodie Ada Denton. Toby Declan Doyle. Hannah Louise Hudson. Amy Elizabeth McLernan. Luke Roland Meadows. Zach Mitchell. Kate Anna Owen. Tristan John Pett. Lionel Harris Sebastian Darrow. Anna Savas Chatalos. Sophie Larissa Walker. Catherine Jane Wiseman. Daniel Joseph Wynn. In behavioral ecology and evolution and behavioral ecology, Abigail Frances Compston Dearling. Mark Stephen Hill. Edward Richard Iverney Cook. Anthony Johnson. Ellis Jessica Grace Langley. Laura Patricia Mulvey. Jonathan Michael Parrott. Hugh William Edward Richards. Jack Daniel Shutt. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Conservation Biology and Ecology, Chloe Airy. Jasmine Ashworth. Sarah Jane Biddiscombe. Josephine Abigail Bridges. Alex Coggins. Fergus Cooney. Samantha Copeland. Katrina Lorraine DeBille. Sophie Louise Davison. Emily Duncan. Rosalind Evans. Charles Edward Grant. Jenna Kirsten Green. Emily Harvey. Sina Hess. Philippa Charlotte Howard. Anna Mary John. Benjamin Stephen Kill. Emma Jane Langebury. Jessica Lewis. Alice Murphy O'Neill. Amber Ashley Nichols. Emily Oram. Bethany Roberts. Agnes Rutter. Charlotte Caroline Smith. Rhiannon Charlotte Smith. Natalie Michelle Tomlinson. Kathleen Madeline Troke Thomas. Miranda Alicia Rosanna Walter. Hannah Waterhouse. Stephanie Jane Wheeler. Georgia Emily Young. In Conservation Biology and Geography, Marie-Christine Berger. Georgina Mary Chandler. Hannah Emily Davis. Alice Fraser. Megan Charlotte Gibson. Sarah Jane King. Sally Ponting. In evolutionary biology, Matthew Simon Davis. Alex Morton. Fleur Spencer. Robert Matthew Stevens. In zoology, Henry George Campbell Allard. Roger Edward Oster. Emily Louise Bacon. Harriet Rose Barrett-Jones. Lauren Barrett. Charlotte Barons. Frances Lou Bensley. Riona Bray. Verity Ellen Bridger. Jack Ianson Broadley. Emil Karstens. Georgia Clark. George Claydon. Sophie Harriet Collier. Rachel Victoria Cox. Lisa Crisp. Katie Davey. Anna Davies. Gareth Davies. Andrew William Dickinson. Alicia Eveson. Hannah Nicole Fitzjohn. Catherine Claire Gisborne. Bethany Corinne Granton. Joseph William Haderley. Joshua Hager. Benjamin Harrington. Thomas Harris. Matthew Houghton. Andrew Jones. Olivia Keane. William Larner. Samantha Victoria Long. Katie Louise Mayhew. Ben Newham. Benjamin Robert Newport. Jessica Knock. Rebecca Parfrey. Holly Parkin. Chloe Emma Pierce. Josephine Lee Plashta. Catherine Helen Ring. Hannah Catherine Rogers. Adam Danny Philip Rogers. Amy Rowley. Griselda Imogen Shipp. Elliot Smith. Emily Smith. Annabelle Soper. Melissa Spears. Laura Elizabeth Telford. Emma Theobald. Hannah Walker. Amy Wheeldon. In zoology with study abroad, Martha Nancy Holland Bamford. Alice Katerina Elizabeth Eckroth. Catherine Lily Coster-Shadbolt. Olivia Kate Lee.
I now call upon Professor James Ryan of the College of Life and Environmental Sciences to present the second cohort of candidates for awards.
Chancellor, by the authority of the Senate, I present to you the following who have been deemed worthy to receive degrees of the university. In the College of Life and Environmental Sciences, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Geography, Amy Jessica Netley. Paulina Nicolaou. Sarah Elizabeth Thompson. For the degree of Master of Science in Climate Change and Risk Management, Samuel Barton. Oliver Hayden. Andrea Yurikova. Katie Jane Loades. Scott Christopher David Slight. In Energy Policy, Samantha Elizabeth Hatfull. Ang Lee. Sebastian Predke. Paul Andre Robson. Miles Avery Ten Brinke. In Sustainable Development, Arjen Jaeger. Nicola Ann McChain. In Sustainable Development, Climate Change and Environment, Gillian Mary Slater. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Geography, Alexandra Baker. Amy Beale. Thomas Biggs Davison. Eric Conrad Bryce. Kennedy Durant. Catherine Sarah Lane. Hannah McLean Knight. Robert Tong. Carlock Zoe Wong. In Geography and English, Jessica Gain. Richard Lewis Pentreath. In Geography with Study Abroad, Caitlin Mavanwi Rogers Ballard. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Geography, Eleanor Bostock. Joseph Cook. Edward Crome. And Harrod Sean Cunningham Jones. Jamie Alexander Hahn. Garrick Hedges. David Moore. Alexander Knott. Natasha Patra. Dane Christian Sexton. Rosalind Kate Thomas. Eleanor Treadwell. Daniel Vey. Aaron Cavan Way. David West. In Geography with Environmental Management, Alice Bayfield. Natasha Jane Black. Zoe Corshane. Lucia Amy James. Benjamin Jenkin. Charlotte Juggins. James Patrick O'Donnell. Charlotte Ann Pinch. Emily Rigg. James Edward Ross. George Simmons.
I now call upon Professor Petter Foxhall of the University of Exeter Medical School to present the third cohort of candidates for awards.
Chancellor, by the authority of Senate, I present to you the following who have been deemed worthy to receive degrees of the university. In the University of Exeter Medical School for the degree of Master of Science in Environment and Human Health. Aisling Heather Algio. Tamarin Christabel Harvey. Alice Inman.
I also admit to degrees those who've requested conferment today in absentia. Let's give them a big hand too. Well, graduates, you are now Exeter alumni. Yes, you now join that extended family that stretches across the world. We want you to go out there and make a difference, change the world, save the world from destroying itself. The guardianship of the world have now been handed over to you, so please make well of it. And come back and tell us how you're getting on. Keep in touch with us. Don't leave it too long. Come back and see us as often as you can and inspire all the new students that are coming up behind you. They need to hear your voice of how you are changing the world and making a difference. And I'm sure before you go off on your journey across the world, you'd like to thank all the people at our great university who've worked so hard over the years to give you that truly wonderful, magnificent student experience. I don't just mean the professors and the lecturers. I also mean the admin staff, the porters, the gardeners, the people who've put on today's ceremony just for you. Please, show them your appreciation. Exeter graduates, you don't know what the world has in store for you, but whatever it is, I want you to go out there and enjoy it. Do it with plenty of commitment, dedication to duty, love and passion from the heart. And if you make a mistake, don't worry about it. Just learn from your mistakes don't make the same mistake twice. It'll make you stronger if you learn from those mistakes. And I want you to be a shining light that clears the path for others to follow. And as you go on your journey, I want you to remember, wherever you go and whatever happens to you, there will always, always, always be somebody who loves you. And that's me, Floella. Well done. And all that's left for me to say is that I now declare the congregation closed. Thank you all very much.